Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, guys, recently, alright, I made a cell phone move, alright? A few days ago, went up to the T-Mobile store. This is like, I had to say, in the past year. And it's crazy because, like, nothing was wrong with my past phone, alright? In fact, it was probably one of the most, like, well, not technical. It was a good phone. It just wasn't the phone that I wanted. All right. Eventually, I did get tired of that phone because it just, to me, just wasn't nothing different about it. I wanted something different, and at one point I wanted to go back and get me an iPhone, but I'm like, with iPhones, I'm like, I just, the only reason why I would be getting an iPhone is for the video quality for when I'm doing like TikToks and all that stuff. So that's about it. That was about it. But other than that, I was like, there ain't no true legitimate reason on why I should be going back to iPhone. All right. So I was stuck in a situation where I didn't really know what phone I wanted to get. And then some time ago, they started promoting on TV. I was seeing it everywhere. I was seeing ads on social media. I was seeing this phone everywhere. The Galaxy Z Fold 4. I think at first I was seeing the flip, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice. That's pretty chilled. I like how that phone looked." And then I seen the Fold, and I was like, nah, that's the phone right there. I'm like, nah, like when we talking cell phones, like I have fallen in love. I'm like, nah, man, this phone, I'm liking it. I'm liking how it looks. So yeah, just recently went up to T-Mobile. Dealt with like probably one of the dopest like customer service people I think I've ever dealt with. Like, nah, this dude was chill. Like, first moment I went in there, I could already tell this dude, he was having fun. Like, he likes his job. Like, you can't go wrong with his job. This man's chilling, surrounded by technology. Like, literally, you get paid for having your phone out. Like, in his situation. But nah, man, homie was chilled. And so, anyways, yeah, he asked me what brings me in. Told him I want that Galaxy Z Fold 4, alright? So, fast forward, we got all this stuff situated. Overall, it was like I said, one of the dopest interactions I've had with people in the customer service environment. And then, yep, I walked up out that store, a proud owner of the brand new Galaxy Z Fold 4, okay? Now, what this podcast episode is overall going to be is me talking on that phone and then also comparing it to like previous phones. But I feel like first I need to just let you guys know of my history when it comes to phones. And I don't think I've ever told you guys my history with phones before, alright? So, the very, very first phone I have ever owned was like, the phone wasn't even active anymore. It was just there, all right? And I remember my mom gave me, it was her old Motorola flip phone. Couldn't do anything with that phone besides listen to ringtones. So, if we talking like the very, very first phone I have ever owned for myself, it was a phone that didn't even work. The only thing that I could do was listen to ringtones. Oh, but my goodness, man, when I went to elementary, when I went to school the next day with that phone and was showing it off to my friends, I was like, fam, I was in recess just looking at it, acting like I was really doing something important. I'm like, what are you going to be doing so important at the age of like 7 or 8 on the phone? It's like, come on, bro. It's like, you got to think about these things before you do them and stuff. So, but then, fast forward, later, middle school, I eventually went on to that. And, yeah, I went and got, I didn't. My parents had got it for me, but I got a Virgin Mobile flip phone. So, first working phone, yeah, I got it in middle school. And, I mean, it's what you would expect with the Virgin Mobile flip phone. You can only use it for like 20 minutes. Because them minutes was running out fast. Like, you would think, like, okay, $20 will give you, like, a week's worth or something. Like, for $20, they were seriously saying $20 for 20 minutes. Bro, that, like, thinking about that was a scam. Like, no, 100% that was a scam. I don't get how you could get away with some stuff like that. I'm like, I would like to hope and think that stuff has changed. But if not, then I'm like, bruh, what? It's funny how I'm like doing this right now, and they're not showing the one that I got. They're actually showing the flip. So that's like the other phone that's coming out along with the Galaxy the folding phone. They got like the flip phone too. And it's nice looking and things, but no, I'm gonna get to that comparing them phones and stuff. But so anyways, my history with phones. So I had that Virgin Mobile flip phone. Eventually that started giving me issues. So then my mom had signed me up with her plan. She ended up at the time she had Verizon, and I was like, got me a free phone. And so did that phone? I think that phone had a camera. So I had a phone and it had a camera, and I was like, oh my god, like this is it. Like this is the best phone of all times, right? And then eventually that phone started messing up. It got to the point where the back part of the case, it couldn't even like stay intact. Like the phone was it was like the phone pretty much was breaking. All right, it was falling apart. So then my mom, she ended up we both ended up getting new phones. I think she had got, what phone did she get? Did she get an iPhone? I don't know if I don't think she got it. No, I think she did. I think she was the first one in the family to get an iPhone. And then I ended up getting, because at the time, when, so like still in middle school, and I think this was like my 8th grade year. So, so she had ended up getting, I think, it was an iPhone. Yeah, no, she did get an iPhone. It was the 3GS. I was like, no, I know she didn't have the 4, because I was the first one to have the 4. And she ended up, she ended up getting, I think it was like the 5 or something like that. So, but anyways, so I had the 4. Okay, so, because I'm trying to, like, remember it all and stuff. So, I think, dang, so if she had, I gotta see when hold on for a second. When did the iPhone 10s come out? iPhone 10 release date. Because I feel like that phone, 2017, bro, that phone came out in 2017. What came out before? What phone did she? Oh, I think she had like that. Then she must have had the iPhone 5 for a while then. Yeah, no, she did have the iPhone 5 for a while. Okay. So it's all coming back to me. All right. So anyways, so I had got this. It was, well, no, technically that was a folding phone too. Because it was like at that time frame when I was in middle school, 8th grade year, we're talking like 2009, 2010, that year. So like the biggest phones was like, I think, what was it, the Sidekick? So I had like the side, okay? Like it didn't even like switch open like the Sidekick. It folded, or it like, yeah, so it was a folding phone. So technically that phone was my first folding phone. But so anyways, I ended up getting that. Thought it was the dopest thing ever, because I think at that time, I remember my mom was like, oh no, we got unlimited, so you can be on the internet all you want, you can, do whatever you want for as long as you want, you ain't gotta worry about minutes, none of that time, none of that. So, because I think with the last phone I had, it was some like time barrier thing and stuff. I think it was, I don't know, but anyways, so I ended up having that phone, thought it was the dopest phone ever and things. And then eventually that phone, it was, getting old and stuff. And so I had had that phone all the way up until I think my senior year in high school. And it was either my junior or senior year, but then okay, I stepped it up, all right? I went ahead and got the iPhone 4. Now the iPhone 4 was that was the top tier phone. Then I remember my mom getting the iPhone 5. So anyways, I got the iPhone 4 because it had like that front and back camera. So I was like, oh, I'm going to school and I'm showing out. I'm like, hey, look at this. Guess who? Everybody walking around school are like, bro, you got like the phone from last year. We all got newer and current phones and stuff. Like, what you bragging about? And I'm like, well, it got the 2 cameras and stuff. Like, I got an iPhone, guys. Like, I ain't got the old phone from middle school no more. So, anyways, but no, like, so got the iPhone and was, thought I was the stuff with it and things. And yeah, I was like, had that phone for the longest. And no, because I think I told like stories about that phone. I think the most famous story was when I was sitting in the bleachers at my old high school. This was before I was investing in Adidas pants. This was when I was wearing pants with no zip up pockets and stuff. So yeah, I was just out there just letting things fly out my pockets just because. But no, I remember I was at we were having an assembly. And my phone, I was like, I kind of sat because where me and my friends would sit at, like our legs would be kind of elevated a little bit. So anyways, my legs was kind of elevated. I didn't realize my pockets, like, or my phone was slipping out my pocket and stuff. I had a case on it. I think if I didn't have a case, it probably would have shattered. I'm like, so anyways, so yeah, it had a case. It was, I think, what kind of case was it? I got like I think I threw away that case a long time ago. If I ever do, if it is somewhere, it's somewhere in my room, and I'm like, it's probably buried underneath some stuff, or I put it somewhere and just it's and probably buried in that stuff and things. But anyways, so I went ahead so I was at the assembly, getting back to the story. I almost forgot. I was just getting ready to just tell y'all next phone I got. But anyways. So I'm in the middle of the assembly, and the phone falls out my pocket. I'm looking around. I'm all like, oh dang! I'm like, that's messed up to whoever's phone that is. Let me go ahead and check what time it is on my. As soon as I felt my pockets, I've realized that was my phone, and the panic that was in my heart, bruh. Like, I was like, bruh, it's over. Phone shattered. I'm gonna be like everybody else now at school. They just got shattered phones and they ain't fixed it, did nothing and stuff. So, anyways, so yeah, so I went ahead, assembly had ended. I was running down them bleachers trying to find my phone, found it. Surprisingly, and thank God, the phones did not crack. So, hold on for 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I just had to, because they looked like they were, because I'm currently watching AEW right now, and they looked like they were showing something important, so I was like, hold up, let me see what's going on, alright, so, but anyways, alright, so then, yeah, so I had the iPhone 4, had that all the way up until I graduated from high school. Then it was after I graduated from high school, and that's when I had got the iPhone 5C. So it wasn't because the iPhone 5 was like, that was like the metal iPhones that had came out. I had the plastic one. So yeah, it was this blue plastic. I think I still got that phone. It's somewhere in my room and stuff, but so anyways, had that phone and had it for some time too, actually. I actually had it all the way up until I started working in my job in Seattle. So, I went ahead, got the iPhone. So I got the iPhone 5C, and then when did I get... Oh, so okay. So I all right. So I'm like, it's all coming back to me because I was like, I remember I ended up like switching plans or switching like providers and went to with T-Mobile at some point in time. All right, because I was like, no, I don't think I had that phone with T-Mobile. So all right. So it's all coming back to me. My cell phone history is coming back to me and stuff. So anyways, so I went, got the iPhone 5C. Had that for a couple of years, or maybe it was a few years and things, and then I ended up working in Seattle. And then there was this one customer where he had like, it was the job. I ain't gonna get into details on what job he had. To tell y'all the truth, I really don't remember what type of job homie had, but he worked around electronics and stuff. So I guess everybody on his floor, they had got, because at the time being the iPhone 7s had came out. So I think when I had got the iPhone 5C, I think my mom had got the iPhone 5, I think, and then then 2017 she ended up getting the iPhone 10 so she had shattered her phone, so she had no choice but to go out and get the iPhone 10, and I'm like, that phone, she's had that phone since it came out and things, or it was like the year before, or not the year before or the year after, but she's had that iPhone 10 for a while and stuff. So anyways, enough about that. But so getting back to me and things. So I had the iPhone 5C, and then this dude, he goes and everybody on his floor gets the iPhone 7. And so they just had the iPhone 6s sitting around and stuff. And he seen that my phone was old. So he's asking me, he's like, oh, what kind of phone is that? I was like, oh, it's the iPhone 5C and things. And he's like, you want a new phone? I'm like, hold up, wait a second, time out. I'm like, there usually is like I do this inside of a provider store, like AT&T or something like that. But I don't know how that's gonna work here though at this cafe. So I'm like, I'm kind of in a confusion right now. I kid y'all not, homie had gave me an iPhone 6 for the free, okay? No. Like, it wasn't even on some stuff where he was like, cause no, I even said that. I was all like, nah, like, do you want some free food? Cause when he gave me the phone, I was like, bro, I gotta like spot you on like some free food or something, a free, like, you know, something here that's free. And he's like, nah, man, you chill, you cool, don't even worry about it. So I'm tripping out because I'm like, nah, this can't be. I guarantee, I promise you, I'm all like, this is gonna be like some SWAT team members that's gonna come down. We all gonna get arrested. I'm gonna snitch. I'm no joke gonna snitch because I can't take that type of pressure. I don't like crowds, especially when they all like, you know, aiming weapons at me and stuff, yelling at me, talking about get on the ground. I'm gonna start crying and be all like, bruh, this phone isn't even mine. I was like, it was given to me. It was a gift. I'm like, I don't know what happened here. I'm like, what, this phone? I'm like, I don't know what type of job he does. Like, he works in the building, but I don't know that. I don't know what's going on. I've been panicking. I've been like, nah, man, I ain't cut out for this. I ain't cut out for this type of behavior and stuff. But but anyways, so no, he went ahead, gave me the iPhone 6. I was tripping about that. I was like, nah, this is crazy. And so had that for a minute, and then I think it was right before, so I had that iPhone 6 for a while. Or it was, well, it might have been like a couple of years, I think. And then eventually I had went ahead and went to no, actually, no, I take that back. So I got the Samsung, because I was going to say I got the another iPhone, but no, I forgot I had got the Samsung Galaxy S8. So I got the Samsung Galaxy S8. I was upset because, so it was, I'm pretty sure you guys remember Priscilla from Four Souls, that YouTube group that I was shouting out a couple of years back. So anyways, she told me that you should wait and wait for the Samsung Galaxy S9s to come out. And I'm like, the phone that I got now, it's having issues. I need to get me another phone. And I'm like, because it's iPhone. You know how iPhones are and stuff after a while. So I'm like, no, I need to get me a newer phone. Because I'm like, this phone, like, yeah, it was like the phone prior before. Because what, they came out, yeah, so they came out with the 7s. I think it was in 2016. And then they had came out with the, yeah, so then that next year, because it wasn't like the iPhone 8 or anything. They skipped that and went straight to the 10, which is, or the X or something, whatever they was calling it. So, but we all know that it was 10, all right? So, but anyways, so yeah, I was like, no, I need me a new phone now, because I'm like, my phone is messing up, all right? So I think that was in 2018. I think that's when the Samsung Galaxy S8 had came out. I actually forgot what that phone looked like and things. Hold on, Samsung Galaxy S8. What was that phone looking like? Dang, was that the phone? Man, that's crazy. It doesn't even look like, man, it's just crazy to think I had that phone at one point in time. But, so anyways, yeah, so I had, went ahead, got the Samsung Galaxy S8, got that on a Saturday. I remember even the day I had got it on. I got it on a Saturday. Sunday morning, I'm watching TV. Guess what commercial they're showing? Samsung Galaxy S9. And they were saying that the phone was going to come out, I think it was like in a few weeks or something. So I could have just waited a few more weeks. I should have listened to Priscilla, and I didn't. And I was so upset. I was like, I think I might have texted her and was like, fam, like, they just started promoting it. I'm like, I should have listened. I'm sorry. I'm like, I didn't listen, and I'm a bad friend for that. I'm like, I should have overall listened. I'm like, man, bro, I was so upset. I was like, bro, but, so I was like, all right, I guess I'll just go and stick with this phone and stuff. So anyways, yeah, was having that phone, and then that phone has started having issues, and I was like, bruh, I don't know how they be talking on how like Samsung Galaxies don't be having issues. So I'm like, what's the issue? What, like, why is it having problems and stuff? So anyways, I go and I'm like, yeah, because I remember I'd be trying to listen to music would start like pausing, and so that's what the issue was. And that was like, no, hey, you can interfere with anything else, but just don't interfere. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I actually forgot to mention the phone. So there was one phone that I had ordered, and I think that's why I ended up getting an iPhone 4. So there was a phone. So I did get a sliding phone. And but no, I ended up getting rid of that phone because it was like hanging up and stuff. So I think that's when my mom had went and got me the iPhone 4, because I was like, yeah, that phone was it was having some like mad issues. So I forgot all about that phone. But alright, so that was back in high school. So anyways, fast forward now that I had a Samsung Galaxy S8. So yeah, was going and be trying to listen to music. And it was so crazy because it was like it never did it while I was at home. It only did it when I was in Seattle, and it was so weird how it did it too. So I would be walking to my bus stop, right? Walking to my bus stop, minding my own business, and the phone would it'll be in my pocket, of course. So I'll be walking, just doing my own thing. Music stops. I go and pull the phone out, press the button on the side to turn, the display on and stuff. Music start back up again. And it was doing that numerous times. And I'm like, bruh, no. And then so I will wake thinking okay, it's going to eventually come back on. Music's not coming back on. Until I pulled the phone out my pocket and pressed the button on the side. Then that's when the music decides to come back on. So I'm like, oh no, this phone is tripping. I'm like, I don't want this phone no more. So then that's when I went and I think, yeah, it was in the beginning of 2020. That's when I had got the iPhone 11. So, again, issues with that phone too. So I went ahead, got the iPhone 11. It was maybe within a few months. It was having an issue where it couldn't send text messages. So I'll be sitting, once again, be texting Priscilla and stuff. And no, I was sitting there, be texting her, and then it was like the phone, it act like it was like, message couldn't be delivered, and I'll keep saying okay, try again. Next thing you know, she come text me, talk about, why have you sent me the same message 11 times? I'm like, oh my god, I'm sorry, the phone kept saying it wasn't delivering, I didn't know, I am sorry. And I'm like, fam, what? Why is these phones being so stupid? So anyways, no, so this was the issue that it was having where it made me go out and get the Samsung Galaxy S21. So I was having this issue with the phone where it would, so I'll send the text message, right? And then for some reason, the text message, it would, it'll go through and all that stuff. And I wouldn't get no notification or nothing that I had got a message until I had pulled my phone out. So I remember, I think it was Thanksgiving, I think, or it might have been the day before. It was either the day before I know it was the day. It was Thanksgiving. I remember it was the day of Thanksgiving and stuff. So I remember I went out. I think I went to go get me some Red Bulls and stuff. Went to go do that. My dad had texted me, I think that morning, just saying overall, happy Thanksgiving. So I sent him a message back. And usually if we're going to be texting each other or talking to each other and stuff, we're going to have a conversation and things, right? So anyways, I texted him, so happy Thanksgiving. I can't remember the full message. I don't know if I asked him, what you had planned or, what you got going on or whatever and things. So anyways, but no, I texted him that, right? And I'm like, how come he didn't text me back? Usually he's we instant with our messages, right? Me and my dad, we ain't like the newer generation when it comes to texting each other. We instant when we text each other, right? So he goes, so no, I go and I text him. I walk, and it's usually an hour, back and forth to going to this store and then coming back to my house and stuff. So anyways, I go and I'm sitting there thinking okay, that's weird. I go and pull my phone out, and then as soon as I had opened it up, then that's when the message came through. But it showed when the message was sent. But no notification, nothing, it ain't come through. And it was doing that with every app that I had. So you can send me a message on Twitter. You can send me a message on Instagram. You can send me a message literally anywhere, bruh. Literally anywhere. And no messages was coming through, right? So I was like, nah, this is crazy. I'm like, no, this phone is I gotta get me a new phone. So I think it was at some point in time last year. That's when I had got the Samsung Galaxy S21. And honestly, it was a dope phone. I can't even knock that phone or say it was a bad phone. That phone, it was a decent phone. I had to say, out of all the phones that I've had, that phone was it was pretty darn decent. I enjoyed it, right? and then getting the Samsung Galaxy S Fold, or Samsung Galaxy Z Fold okay, because there's the Z's, the S's, the A's, whatever you want to call it and stuff. But no, anyway, so yeah, went ahead, got this phone, was watching videos on it, and honestly, I really don't see myself getting no other phone. Like, I was trying to get an iPhone, because I was like, I'm doing, like, the TikTok videos and stuff, so I was like, no, I want me, like, a good, decent, phone for that, but I'm like, okay, thinking about it, I'm like, what phone do you really need in your life right now? Do you need another iPhone? You done had how many iPhones now? You done had quite a few iPhones, my guy. I'm like, you done had the 4, the 5C, what else? The 6, and then the 11. And so yeah, I was like, nah, bruh, you gonna have to go ahead and get you another phone. Like, you gonna have to do or get you a different phone and stuff. So, and the thing is like, if I never would have seen, like, nothing on this phone, because I didn't even know about the other, Samsung Galaxy, like, Z folding phones, right? This phone was, like, my first time hearing of the folding phones. I remember when they were talking on the flip phones, but I didn't hear anything about the folding phones, right? So, if I did, I honestly do not remember. So, anyways, I was like, yeah, I was seeing all these different things on this phone, and I was like, oh, I gotta get it. So yeah, went ahead, got it. And I've been enjoying it. All the different, like, text features it has, and well, not texting, like, just text stuff and things, like technology, those things, right? So, yeah, all this stuff that it got going on, I was like, hey, yo, this phone is freaking dope, man. So, no, I was like, so that's actually because the phone, like, so it folds, and when you open the phone up, it's literally the size of 2 phones. And this is probably, in my opinion, the dopest feature, about the phone, right? So, the phone, if, like, there's 2 apps that I can, like, if there's, like, alright, so let's say if I was like, oh, I need to watch this YouTube video, but I need to take notes on this video, right? I can have the video open in one, or YouTube open in one, like, tab thing, and then have, the notes open on the other side, or so YouTube is open on one side of the phone, notes is open on the other side. And I was like, I've seen that in a YouTube video, and I was like, hey, yo, this is the dopest phone I've ever had. This is literally, because no, I remember for the longest, like, everybody around me would have, like, the newest phones, right? They would have the dopest. I remember my dad, I think he was the first one to have a touchscreen phone. Both my dad and my sister, they both had touchscreen phones. I remember my sister, she had, like, this one phone from Sprint, that could, like, open, or no, so it had, like, a camera that you can, like, switch back and forth and things. So it's kind of like what they had going on with phones now, but you can, like switch it and stuff. So you can, like, roll it, it'll roll to one side, and you can roll it, it'll roll to the other side. So she had that phone. I remember my mom, she was the first one that had the iPhones. What else? And then they all was, like, having, like, the newer and current phones and stuff. Me, I was just kind of, like, on the sidelines, not really having no dope phones. And then just out of nowhere, it's like, yeah, it's like I think my dad, I think he had the same phone that I do. And my sister, she has, I think she got the iPhone 13, I think. I think she has the iPhone 13. And then my mom, she has the iPhone 10 and stuff, and then I have cause she's all like, no, she ain't updating her phone until that one it completely goes out and stuff. And then then I was like, I always will have, like, the cheapest, or like, not the best phones. And then here I come freaking coming out the cuts with this phone, and I was like, bruh, like, this is it, I've made it. I'm like, this is the dopest phone of all time and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm chilling with this phone, like, I really am. Honestly, it makes me happy seeing myself with this phone, because I was like, I think they about to show something crazy. Hold on for one more second, they about to show something else crazy on wrestling, so give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. They were just, because they were showing, well, she used to go by Paige in WWE, but her name is, like, Saraya now, and she's in AEW. So, yeah, man, I was like, I gotta make sure I just see that moment of AEW. I should have waited until after this episode to go and do this, or, after AEW to do this podcast episode. But anyways, But no, man, I was like, after all these different phones, I was like, I really had to treat myself with a, a newer phone. So yeah, this is like, I had to say this is my first time actually getting a phone when it just came out, because when I had got the Samsung Galaxy S21, I think it had been like some months after it came out. Same with the iPhone 11. And then the S8, I was like, like I said, with that phone, it was like phone came, like, it had been out for a while, because by like the freaking next day, they were already promoting the Samsung Galaxy S9 and stuff. So yeah, it was like, and then every other phone after that, it would either be like a year or something behind and things. So, yeah, man, I was like, I really had to treat myself with a new phone, and I'm liking it. Like, I did a video talking on it. I'm probably going to do a video where I talk on some more stuff with it. And, yeah, I'm like, I'm happy. Like, cell phone wise, I'm really happy right now. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from GEEK, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will now $2 off your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.